Just about set for football now. It's U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings.
And now, head coach Kevin O'Connell and our Minnesota Vikings.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen ready for some preseason football. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll get this up past the 20, but that's it. Good way to start the game for the special teams. And the offense has a long field on drive one. Kyler Murray leads the Vikings out. They picked him up back in March after the #1 overall pick of 2019 spent 7 seasons in Arizona.
This is one of the more interesting signings of the entire offseason. You know, Kyler Murray falls out of favor, a little injury, little performance-based in Arizona. And here you have a Minnesota team that really, since letting Sam Darnold go 2 seasons ago, has really been searching for who is that answer. You know, did they think it was going to be J.J. McCarthy in the draft? That hasn't worked out. So here they go out and they get Kyler Murray, a very unique set of skills, and it's up to Kevin O'Connell to build the system around him.
After a gain of 5 on first down, it is 2nd and 5. They'll put Addison in motion. Again, it's Jones. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
That's a gain of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
In motion, it's Jefferson. On 3rd and 1, it's Murray. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
On is Hecker now. The terrific punter sends it away. Lester on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Lamar Jackson, twice the MVP, Greg, leads this Ravens team out. Season 9, but Season 1 without John Harbaugh as his head coach.
You know, I think one of the biggest factors for Lamar Jackson this season, Mike, is just to stay healthy. They got to just find a way to keep him on the field, keep him in one piece. And, you know, I think when you talk about a dynamic player like Lamar and, you know, his ability to use his legs and his ability to improvise, there's a very fine line, especially early in the season. Stay away from those hits, operate more as a passer, and then towards the end of the season, when things really matter, let him really loose. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Dallas Turner on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
Murphy on the tackle.
You know, Mike, I think the question is, does Derrick Henry ever age? I mean, he's in year 11. He still looks like he's a rookie. I mean, he produces at an elite level, it seems, every year. 1,500 yards for the 5th time in his career a season ago. I mean, we could go on and on, but really the last piece of the puzzle missing is he's still searching for that Super Bowl ring.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson now, design bootleg. He's going to run with it. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
By the time the defensive backs had come downhill to get involved, we knew there was just no way he was going to get himself out of this. It just shows, Mike, how long he was flailing around back there, that by the time he actually went down, everyone was behind the line of scrimmage chasing him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and that throw's not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Vikings offense back on the field, coordinated by Wes Phillips. Wes, from a great family lineage of coaches, now in his 5th season as the OC for Minnesota. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now, Murray on the bootleg. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Gain of 23 yards.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At the 50-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Murray. He connects with Jordan Addison. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll put Addison in motion. 3rd and 2. Now Murray. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. Out come the Ravens, and you look at their offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. Doyle was the youngest offensive coordinator in football a year ago with the Bears, leaving after 1 year to join Jesse Minter's staff with the Ravens in 2026. second now. Jackson. He's got Hibner, the tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. They had no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Contact as he delivered it there on the pass. Is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane. And it sets up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Eckley on to punt. He sends that one skyward. The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. And, Greg, it's the time of year where those veterans know they're going to make the team. They're going to be on the roster for the opener. So when you went through that phase of your career, how did you approach the preseason?
Yeah, certainly different when I was a rookie or really early in my career than I was towards the back end. There's no question. And I think as I got older in the league and a little bit more established, my priorities of what I wanted out of those games, Mike, I think might have changed a little bit, right? I wanted to feel what it was like to get tackled. I wanted to feel what it was like just getting in and out of the huddle, keeping up with the play clock, getting into the operation of the game. It wasn't necessarily about how many catches or trying to make the roster, but it was the next step, preparing myself for the inevitability of a week 1 playing the full game in a full live environment. So this was the next step. You got practice to get your body right. Then you have a couple preseason reps to kind of take that next step, all leading up to being healthy and ready to go come week 1 of the regular season. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Murray on third down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Punt team on for the second time already. And the kick's away. This brought in out past the 20. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
Take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
As the Ravens head back out, you get a look at Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator for Minnesota. Brian, former head man with the Dolphins, owner of 4 Super Bowl rings from his days as an assistant with the Patriots. This is now season 4 running the defense for Minnesota. In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. First and 10 now from the 36. In motion comes Andrews. Off the play fake. Jackson. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Mark Andrews.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And that will lead to a second down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They'll run it on first down with Henry, and he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Jackson now on second down. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And it's third down.
In motion comes Walker. Jackson from the gun on third down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers. But not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level.
On second down, Murray. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Minnesota.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
On first down, Murray. Out to his right. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 46, here's second down and 3. Man in motion here is Jennings. On second down, it's Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A fake to Jones. Now Murray to throw. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
3rd time punt team has been summoned in this first half. Kicks away. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll step up and run this. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. He may have earned himself a little lecture about not sliding, especially when you're in a preseason game. But he did pick up the 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's 1st and 10. Pistol give to Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Second down. Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. The shotgun, here's Jackson. This one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike. And it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide-open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Working out of the gun, Murray. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession. To go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down, not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
Baltimore.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that, and you can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll go right back to Flowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 5. On the option, they give it to Henry. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
On third down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the Ravens.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Second and 10. Now it's Jackson. The pressure going to heave in on him. He will go down.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they make. And, of course, being a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL is just avoiding the bad plays. Understand, the fight's over. Make a good decision. Live to play another down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, Jackson. A pass right side, going to be taken in by Walker. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Whoa! And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Murray now off the bootleg. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
That's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
He's inside the 40. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
1st and 10. Running left, it's Jones. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5. Man in motion here is Jennings. They run it once more with Jones. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he won't quite get there. Close, but comes up about a yard short after that scramble.
A gain of 3 yards.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And I know they get to 3. But I'll tell you what, Mike, you look around the league, the 4th down craze that's kind of taken and building a lot of momentum here. 4th and 1 in the red zone, I'm going for it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I just think you have to score touchdowns in this league to win over time. And especially if you can't get a yard with this offensive line, then you've got bigger problems.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Now, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ryan Eckley now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. Will be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
3rd down and 3. They'll put Addison in motion. Murray on 3rd down. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Murray. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
By Travis Jones.
Travis
A
Jones
7-yard loss.
gets him
Brings up
for a
third
loss
down.
of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Hawkinson in motion. Now Murray on 3rd and long. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's able to fight through one tackle here and pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
3-3 our score. 2 minutes to go in this 1st half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Jackson now on 2nd down. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. He may have earned himself a little lecture about not sliding, especially when you're in a preseason game. But he did pick up the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
This one complete to Bateman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 25
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
To the air one more time with Jackson. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On play action, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Good drive to this point. Now can he convert on 3rd and 3? In motion comes Andrews. 3rd and short, Jackson. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Murray. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. This is Henry. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the
16 yards
line.
and a solid start to the half with a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Off the play fake, Jackson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Jackson from the gun on third down. Forced out wide. Defense there to contain the scramble. They stop him well short of the first down mark.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
On now the punt team, and this one's on its way. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A run, it's Jones, and the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still second down.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's Jefferson. Now, Murray on the bootleg. He'll get this out wide. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first down with Jones. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings.
For the Vikings.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. He'll get about 2. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker spot to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll tuck it and take off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He may have earned himself a little lecture about not sliding, especially when you're in a preseason game. But he did pick up the first down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
This will not do the trick. They've stuck him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Mike Green getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. That'll bring up 2nd and long. In motion, it's Jefferson. Murray now on 2nd down. Escaping to his left. Now he'll run. And that's going to make 3rd down much more manageable. Good yardage there on the scramble.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
In motion, it's Jefferson. On 3rd down, Murray. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson.
4th down.
And now it's 4th down.
I think this drive, and particularly that last 3rd down incompletion, Mike, has really summed up the story of this game offensively. No matter how many times they try to generate some plays through the air, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. In this case, the coverage is tight. They go 3 and out again. They've got to have earlier success and not just wait for 3rd down to bail themselves out.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary, They have been powerless to stop them. Now they're trying to keep it going. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
At his 48-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. In motion comes Andrews. They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
It'll be 1st down and 10. That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a 1st down.
Ravens.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Going to go right back to Henry. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
He's brought down at the 20-yard
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that 1st hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing Jackson. That is caught. And he's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens move out in front, 13-3.
Ravens 13, Vikings 3.
After the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll put Addison in motion. Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the 1st half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Here's the give to Henry, running right. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3.
He was
2nd down
at the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
So anytime you're trying to defend one of these bigger backs in the league, Mike, the key you're going to hear every defensive coach preach is we've got to get penetration and we've got to stop his feet before he hits the line of scrimmage. If these backs are able to get a full head of steam downhill at or past the line of scrimmage, there's going to be broken tackles, there's going to be yards after contact, and that's what we saw here.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 9. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Third down, 3 to go. Here's Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 50.
A gain of 22 yards.
They get 22 yards there. Good for a Raven first down. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Zone read, and they give it to Hill. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Third and 2. Here we go. Back to throw. Jackson will try and set up the screen to Hill. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards. That's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
That's just a really good drive here in the second half, and you understand what the situation calls for. You have the lead, second half, continue to control the clock, continue to convert and get fresh sets of downs, come away with points, and just try to continue to extend this lead.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Loop to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. The left side here, caught by Addison. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Desperation time now sitting here in the fourth quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. That's another sack. Travis Jones in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That is caught, and he's down inside the 40-yard line. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
Both pre-snap and post-snap is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
1st and 10 now from the 36. A fake to Jones. Now Murray to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Tavius Robinson in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Come to the line. Got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got a receiver. It's Ty Felton. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Murray on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Felton. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
He's got this on target to Addison. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he gets very close to a 1st down, maybe the mark of a half-yard short. Prime position to open up the playbook, 2nd and short coming up.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They look to run with Jones. And he is going to have a Vikings 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good. And the Vikings are back within 6.
Score, Ravens 16, Vikings 10.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. DeJounte Wester now to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Yeah, just not a whole lot you could do there. I mean, it's a zone read play, Mike, and the defense just really has everybody accounted for. One defender has the back, another defender has the quarterback, and once you have those two guys taken away, there's not a whole lot to do.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes. Dallas Turner getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. He'll try to run for it. And he will get some yardage there on the scramble, but not nearly enough, and that's going to bring up 4th and long.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you, and here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
Price now to return. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll somehow manage to get rid of it. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
On 2nd down, Murray. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to number 3, Jordan Addison. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide, and he does it here after picking up the first down.
17 yards.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Murray now off the bootleg. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Second and 11.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Second down, Murray. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game. But no damage done. Move on to the next play.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. That's another sack.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Vikings field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
Oh, he had the distance, but it doinks off the upright, no good. And the deficit will stay right where it is.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Starting on the ground with Hill. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Right back to Hill on first down. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9. At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 9. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Well, the crowd certainly doesn't like it, and I don't blame them. I mean, fourth quarter, close game, that is just a huge call, and I've seen officials keep their flags in their pockets for a lot worse.
And he gave one man the slip and going to take this one forward. Pick up a 3. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Vikings 12-yard line.
Lamar going to hang on to it. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. As the second charge timeout for Minnesota. Talk things over before third down.
And that play just really looked doomed from the start, didn't it? It didn't look like the timing. It didn't look like he was confident in his read. And that time he pulls it, nowhere really to go, and take him down for a loss.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw is Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal as of yet. And none forthcoming. He is stopped short. And now it's third and goal.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a third attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
They'll run with Hill, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a fourth and goal try.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on fourth and goal. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he finds his way to the end zone again. Scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend the lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Price now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take
So,
over first and
Kyler
10
Murray
at
and
their
the
own
Vikings
23-yard line.
down on the scoreboard. A little over 30 seconds remain. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one too far out in front to be brought in. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. And it'll bring up second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Open man downfield. It's Addison. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. As we move closer to the regular season, they'll wrap up the preseason with the finale next week before we get it going for real come September. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.